Okay. Been dying to play this. This game is quite chill.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
She takes a sip from her silvery thermal cup. I've got some more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
She's positively surprised. What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
She puts her finger to her lips, then points at you. Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth.
The smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
What's the big time?
The revolution.
She says. Huh. And what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and the arcanists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Sheesh. Truly a kerfuffle. That's a tragedy. Sounds like they should have shot more people in the head then.
This does not represent the official RCM opinion.
The lieutenant says from behind his notes.
Don't worry. Klaus Mazov shot 15 million people in the head. But that was all the way over in Grad.
Ooh. Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
She shakes her head.
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Smart king. Cowardly king. I loved that king. Fucking communists. I don't care about kings. Tell me one more thing. Smart king.
Yes. King Guillaume had a nose for bad PR. He ran before it. What is the expression? Went down? Anyway, Gil got out alive and his nephew Frisell got shot in his place.
Sheesh.
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
You got the mineral rights.
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
She looks up to the sky, then inland at the crumbling village. Okay, and by liberals you mean? How did the liberals win at all?
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the Ultras, or Ultra-Liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win at all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
She's one of them. Of course.
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said the liberals already took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The Coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
She stamps her rubber-booted foot. Who are the Coalition?
The Coalition of Nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
I don't think I'm a moralist, ma'am. Not just technically, practically as well. I like what I've heard about these people. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes, I am. And also not. Let's see this one.
A devout man of the center. Hard to come by. It's good to have someone who takes a moderate approach to head shooting. In your line of work, I mean.
She nods. When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
She smiles mischievously.
The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What did this Tarav do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
Wow, really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
She spreads her arms, raincoat flapping in the wind.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar.
Our lives are not the same. What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
Interregnum's like, government control, maybe? Interregnum. Oh, a period when a country or organization does not have a leader.
Interregnum.
I see.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The hell?
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-easlary communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, The aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
What the?
Modernity.
The condition of being modern, right? Makes sense. I spelled that wrong. Okay. In models of interstellar communication. What about this? Oh. Can't find that one. It's been like this for how long exactly?
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
So this woman is just here to tell us about the history of the game, of this world. Were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
She curtsies.
Welcome to reality, baby.
Nice. We
From
got
the looks
good
of it,
XP.
the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
You don't seem to be thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it.
She shakes her head. She looks at the eternite roofs and cinder blocks soaking in the sea air.
We could have had so much more.
Damn.
Every one of us. If only we played it right.
What would you have done differently? Oh, here we go.
Good question. What would you have done differently?
She cranes her neck.
No, her first.
I asked you, who are you in all this? I would have sought a medical solution. Sounds like Tara? I forgot. Israf? Drove those people mad. I would have killed more. 400 million, if that's what it took. I would have made off with the mineral rights. I don't know what I would have done differently. I asked you.
And I asked you, past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
Wow.
Here's some wisdom, lady. Say the death thing.
No, man. Half-Life's crazy. I would have made off with the mineral rights.
You and everyone else. But that's got nothing to do with preventing the revolution. Oh, well. What was, I guess.
That's enough about the times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
What is this acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective, in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
I know you've got a lot riding on me. I won't let you down. What causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Sheesh. Oh, it's probably from surgery then. It's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly. What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat. Wait. This reality thing is the only game in town. It's probably in your interest not to blow it.
I have somewhere to party right now. Wipe that urge from your mind and get back to reality.
She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned look on her face.
Esprit de corpse. I got some stuff for that. That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
Let's go ahead and change clothes. That's what I'm talking about. I got some trousers, right? No? Maybe not. Jacket. So okay. Is that it? Is that all I have? No way, right? Conceptualization jacket. Damn, all these jackets. What is this tie? Let me go ahead and put this on. Save this skill point. And level up this. Maybe I should put it in here. Maybe I should. It's either that or shivers. Perception is what we're doing. Perception opens up the game. We know that.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I've got some more questions.
More lessons in basic reality?
I don't feel like I'm
My
gonna
favorite
do
part
it.
of the day. Go ahead. Ask me anything.
Hold on.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Should use some of this. No better time than now. No better time than now. Don't know why it does this. Okay, God, I was so young and stupid.
You're back. Good. More lessons in basic reality?
Let's do it.
My favorite part?
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?"
Whoa, that's me?
"Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
She says energetically, The Revachol Citizens Militia?
Preciso mundo.
Good. And what is the Revachol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The lieutenant steps in to make a gesture encompassing you both. You said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean? That's it for the who I am part then. What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
The lieutenant looks up from his notes. So I'm basically a lackey of capital. So I'm basically a fraud to foreign interests. So I'm basically one of the good guys. So I'm basically going to avoid this subject and ask the next question in this line of inquiry. I'm going to say this.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it.
She leans in.
Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Well, let me tell you something, lady. I don't care. Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the International Zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
She smiles.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement.
The lieutenant interjects.
Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Say nothing.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
She bows and smiles. Phew, her dialogue is crazy long. What was the RCM again?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we are the...
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
Chagrin. That's it for the who I am part then.
Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are to me is the police, the only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic
I want to
terms
know
of reality.
what you are. She.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
Say nothing.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor, a devourer of nations and infants.
She says with a sudden flash of teeth.
I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine. It's sharp.
Wait, what's an ultra? Dios mío. Draw across. El libro. They... Wait, what's ultra?
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind.
Dios mío.
Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists. I can see you thought our kind were all extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as this anymore. Not in broad daylight. I can see we're not so different, you know. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
Yes, she looks into your eye.
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride. Forgive her, but only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
You're a monster. I forgive you. I forgive you, but only because you're charming.
A devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly.
She pronounces.
Beneath her waterproof raincoat and silk shirt is a body imbibed in numb 12 perfume. You are suddenly and intimately aware of it.
Wanna fuck? Devil woman.
I'm afraid you'll find that every woman is a devil woman, detective. There are only aesthetic differences between one and the other. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
She turns her gaze to Delta. Would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
Mm-hmm.
An appropriate warning to those who'd cross the line and pull the city into madness once more. While a gentle wind sweeps the streets in the rebuilt east, light drizzle washing it clean, lights go up and motor carriages circulate the tracks.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
You're a smart woman. You're a patriot. You have daughters?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
The lieutenant puts down his notes and gives her a look. Yo, dishes. Seems easy to remember. Intending to persuade people to oppose their government.
Seditious.
Interesting. They got a word for everything out here. You're a smart woman.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
Her earrings chime as she nods. You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife.
Let's see how high I can get
Shall we
that.
return to reality?
That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Let's see. Hey, you know what? I want to see what happens when she sees me in this. Sheesh. Let's. What is this? Perception? Okay, let's see if she says anything different.
Wow, this jacket makes you feel strong. As if your blood is mixing with that of the venerable Philippian loyalists of old.
Mixing? Does my blood need mixing, or is it good as it is? Oops, I didn't mean to wear a nationalist jacket. Discard the fort. No?
Apologies. You're right. The need for a strong central government has always been clear to you. You're a true patriot of Revachol, born to do it. It's time to clean up the streets and restore the city to its former glory. Whether you like it or not, this jacket gives you serious nationalist cred.
Sheesh.
You're back. Good. More lessons in basic reality?
Oh,
Glad to have been of assistance.
she doesn't care. Conceptualization. Oh, let's do that. Kingdom of Conscience. Inland Empire. Is that all I got? Oh, it's not looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it.
You're back. Good. More lessons in basic reality?
Oh my god.
My favorite part of the day. Go ahead.
Double
Ask me
sixes.
anything.
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all. It's on the tip of your tongue, a doubt of sorts, already in your head. But it's not fully formed yet. You have to wait and return to this later, once the jamais vu thought is complete.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Alright, perception time. The yellow stuff. Got the boots. Revacholian. That's it, that's all I had. Cool, that's fine, that's fine. Do I have a
This is
place?
gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast.
Kim's
What's on your mind,
presence.
officer?
Suggestion. Kim's presence makes it awkward, huh? I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
did
A
this.
lot of stuff.
Alright, we're gonna go on a date with this woman. When it's time. What else do I have here? What else do I have? Ooh, what's this? I might just take some drugs, some enhancements. Nope. Use interact button. Book a primer for small kids. Oh, I'm stealing more of their stuff. A textbook for the first grade in primary school. On the cover, a humanoid teddy bear is pushing a wheelbarrow full of letters. He's not doing a good job. The letter S is dangerously dangling from the cart, while the E fell off a long time ago. Children should pay more attention.
You hold in your hand the colorful primer. The title reads, A Primer for Small Kids. There's a bear involved.
Exactly what I need.
This book will show you the score, get you oriented with those basic concepts you appear to be hazy on. The anthropomorphic bear will give you the lowdown of your life.
On what?
The alphabet.
Flip through the pages.
Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes as follows.
Let's do this.
A is for azimuth. B is for Boreas. C is for cosine. D is for diamite. E is
Jeez.
for ellipse. F is for phlogiston. G is for gamete. H is for homeboy. I is for econ. J is for Eura. K is for collapse. L is for laudanum. M is for myriad. N is for nadir. O is for aureole. P is for perihelion.
The hell is this book? Not stoically.
Q is for quasar. R is for rhododendron. S is for sinus. T is for tricolor. U is for ultra. V is for vector. W is for Wahrheit. X is for xylophone. Y is for Ustava. Z is for zenith.
Ustava. That's it?
That's it. You know the alphabet now.
Kim, I know the alphabet now.
Good. I also know the alphabet.
It is a very useful skill to have, he thinks, for all sorts of life activities like reading and...
The book away. Okay. That was a crazy alphabet book. Kind of want to... I don't want them to sign the papers, man. I think I need them to, though. We'll do it. We shall do it. It's not good, man. It's not good. Is there anything else? Alright, let's get them to sign the papers. Does she need to sign the papers?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I had a few more questions about Ruby.
What more do you want to know about that poor girl?
Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Enough about Ruby. I had other questions.
Yes, let's hear those other questions.
Let me hold off on the signing signature thing. I wonder if that girl is using some of the equipment. I'm not going in that tent. No, sorry.
Hello again.
Maybe not. Cool. Let's go into church. Can I? What is it? X? Yeah. Prayer book has been left open. Is there anything more for me to...
Yes, what is it?
Hey, about that 2mm hole again.
The swallow, you mean? What about it?
It's no.
Great. Thanks.
What if I just forced you to leave? I'm a police officer. You have to do what I say. What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre. He wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
She replies, her expression unchanged. Hold on. You don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter. It's the failure of Fortress Accident.
Are you bitter because your radio game project failed? Ooh. Don't bring it up.
She gets back to work.
What if I'd... So, suggestion, convince her to cooperate with the Ravers. Look at that. My suggestion is through the roof.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research, you mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
With the project. She looks up from her work, disoriented. Well, if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the boom boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
Oh no. What is an offsite copy and why do you need it? By your old workspace, do you mean the studio of Fortress Accident in the Dune commercial area?
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She points to the glowing cube inside the machine.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
By your old workspace, do you mean... Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah?
that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Wait, bookstore lady, you mean license? Actually, I've already been inside the Dune commercial area.
Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it.
Oh, really? And where exactly is this offsite copy?
In the giant ice bear fridge. I just told you. It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss. You just need to get the offsite copy from the ice bear.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying,
I found a note from the ice bear fridge. It said the offsite copy had been moved to a safer place. Why can't you go and get the filament yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Wait, are you part of the curse? Why does she think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
That's a bit biased, don't you think? Don't be too harsh. That's only because of their socio-economic situation. Yeah, people in Martinez don't really like to get with the times. It's a bit biased, don't you think?
No. She literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my Rain Civic. I'm not making this up.
She stares at you with droopy
the
eyes.
lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic.
I found a note from the ice bear fridge.
Wait, a note from whom? Did
She-
it specify where they took the filament memory?
She freezes. It said the offsite copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed by someone named Sulivslaw.
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Suliswov Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous.
She crosses her arms defiantly.
And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
She stops. I found the ice cream maker, but couldn't get it open. It's completely frozen.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds dear.
By the way, we put a dead body in that fridge.
Wait, what? Whose dead body?
She looks up, alarmed.
You know, we don't actually have to tell the entire world about the fridge.
The lieutenant says, looking at you.
Whose body is it?
She demands again, staring first at you, then back at the lieutenant. Don't worry, I put it there temporarily. It's all part of an official police investigation.
You put it there? You put a dead body inside the ice bear fridge.
She leans back, massaging her eyelids. Just wanted to let you know. Yeah, that's what I said in the first place. The investigation warranted it.
Okay. Very cool. Thanks for keeping me in the loop.
She says, pressing fingers into her eyebrow ridge.
We would appreciate it if you kept this knowledge to yourself, miss.
Who would I tell? My mother? I don't have anyone to tell. And if I did, I wouldn't. I don't care.
Alright, I'll go look for the offsite copy.
Thanks.
She thinks for a moment, then reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar.
And
Hey!
here's my Kvalsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund. The legendary Kvalsund multi-tool. This is Prybar version 2.0 for professionals like you. This glorious multi-tool makes a regular Prybar completely obsolete.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Jeez! Equip this to open locked containers in the world. I wonder if I can open the container. Jeez, look at it. It's the big thing. You know what? We're gonna do it. Sheesh. You want some? You want some? I'm running there now. Can I tell you? No. I am so ready to break things open. Is it strong enough to break open the thing over here? No way, right? No way.
An old door worn by elements guards the
Interfacing.
depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door.
Oops. Walk away. Interfacing. Interfacing. What else do I have? Do I have anything else? Don't think so. Just a little bit of. Don't think so. That's fine, that's fine. So, yellow is kind of my thing though. Sheesh. Not
An
really.
old book worn by elements
Red
guards
check.
the depot. The wind has blown.
Look away. Cool, I need to... Yellow isn't really my thing. There's a teleport place. Yes. Martinez. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting. Ice squeaks beneath your
What?
Kabalzun multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shutters tightly as before.
Physical instrument leave. How unlucky do I have to get, yo? What the fuck? Oh my god. What is that under? Next level up. I have to put in physical instrument. Yo, man. That sucks. I'm gonna go to the big container, see if I can use it on that. Ooh, perception. What's this over here? Some morale pills.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here.
Damn it. I'm never gonna get that one open. Well,